Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel, Kono Pro. Stick around and watch this video and see how we make this house float. It's going to be another visual. There's going to be some tips along the way. Hope you enjoy. Alright, so that's the existing structure. So you can see there, that's the shoring that we put up, and we just basically jacked up the house on the inside with some 4x4 posts and that header, and then we popped in that shoring. We have about 3 supports supporting that up on the inside. Then we have 45-degree supports on all of the supports to make sure that's basically secure. And the reason we did that is that relieves the pressure on the existing foundation. It creates like a crack between the existing foundation, stem foundation, and the bottom plate that holds the floor basically onto the foundation. And by doing that, it's easier to remove the foundation. So then we're going to cut back that concrete right there and remove this dirt, and then we'll be ready to rock. Boom, and there it is. See how we removed all the dirt? It's called undermining. We undermined the existing foundation, and then we cut the existing little bolts that they had holding on the existing floor, the existing sill plate to the existing stem wall right there. We cut those to relieve the pressure, and once we give this a couple pressure cuts with my concrete gas powered diamond blade cutting amazing saw, once we give it a couple cuts with that and then hit it with the jackhammer, then this foundation is going to start basically crumbling apart, falling down. So first, like I like to do, is jackhammer the inside pad off, and then I'll jackhammer the pad from the outside, the footing pad, and then we'll go ahead and rock on that stem wall foundation. And just stay tuned, and you'll see how I do it. See, there's my shoring from the inside. You see how I have that? I got it shored up with like some 4x8 post with that huge header with 4x4 supports. And then so there I am, boom, knocking off that that footing from the outside. Okay, a foundation basically consists of a footing on the bottom, which is usually what sits underneath the ground, and that's where the concrete comes out further than the stem wall. And the stem wall is like the concrete that comes up straight up into the air that your wall or your floor joists sit on, depending if it's a raised foundation or not. So once I have all that jacked up, I pull it all out of there, and then I'm gonna get going on the stem wall. Oh yeah. Now that I have all that footing off, I'm going to give it some pressure cuts. And I'm giving it a dry cut with my saw. This is a wet saw. You can attach a hose to it, but I don't want to get my work area all muddy. So sometimes you can make a dry cut, but it's just a little dusty. But it's only one cut, so it's cool. So then I'm going to be hitting it with the jackhammer, and I'm going to hit, basically make some pressure cuts here and there, and then we're going to start knocking off chunks in big pieces. Once we have the big pieces down on the ground, we're gonna break it apart with that jackhammer into small and manageable pieces so we can get it out of there. Yeah, I love that when the first big huge chunk drops and hits the ground. It always feels so great. All right, so there it is. Bam, that's how it looks. There's the existing sill plate that was on that old foundation stem wall. And now we'll just continue, doing the same thing. Whatever we got to do to get it off. Break it apart in small pieces, jack it up into small pieces, and get out of there. All right, everybody, real quick, while we're finishing this job up real quick, I want to go over basically the reason why we had to do this. The city was requiring us to keep this back wall sound, meaning that they wanted us not to mess with this back wall. And that existing wall right there, we're going to pop it out 2 feet, so we're going to demo that, but that back wall they want us to keep. They want us to, sometimes when you're doing an addition remodel, they make you keep certain walls, and that's just one of them they want us to keep. So this is the way basically we did the job, and we're able to keep everything sound and the integrity of the existing structure, intact. So we're going to be popping that wall out, so the new foundation will go from there, and then it'll go back to the same revealing the side. But we're going to be making it twice as big because we're adding 500 square feet on the top of this puppy. And please stay tuned. If you want to follow us on this channel, you'll see other other videos with this job. There's one video, if you go back on existing Kono Pro, that shows the demolition tips. That's this job. And please stay tuned, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, a like, share us with everybody, and we appreciate you all. Kono Pro out. Peace.